Brendan Mortensen here in Aberdeen, joined by Orioles pitching prospect Trace Bright. Trace, thanks so much for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
So it's your first full off-season with the organization. What does your off-season look like? What things were you working on?
For me, it was, gaining strength for a long season this year. It's a lot different than college. So that was a big focus for me, and then developing a few pitches as well. So, you don't really want to worry about throwing all off season, so there's the time and place for that. But I was able to hopefully accomplish some of that into this season.
What pitches specifically were you working on this offseason?
For me, it was my changeup. That was something that we kind of started throwing in the fall, and really being able to take that and get it going early this spring was a big deal for me.
So you mentioned the long season and trying to adjust to that as a pitcher. What are some things you did this offseason to make sure that you could pitch the length of a minor league season?
Really taking care of my arm, taking care of my body, but building endurance in the weight room and getting strength will allow me to recover faster on a 6-day start routine, and being able to recover and even get my lifts in a week where it's shorter than a college 7-day schedule, but I'm able to feel like I'm building each week and gaining in bullpens or in the weight room as well.
Now, not a ton of time in the organization for you so far, obviously. What are some of your initial impressions?
I just love the young guys that are competing. We've got some big time prospects in this organization, and it's fun to go out there and watch. For me, I can watch 5 games and really sit back and take it all in. But it's kind of that competitiveness against each other. You're trying to be the best you can be, because everybody's trying to play their best to move up the ranks as quick as possible. So it's a good environment to be in.
Now, what have the coaches honed in with you on so far?
I think, again, like it was the pitches and development of that. That was the biggest key for me, and I think it's just kind of continuing to develop that in game and get the reps I need to against hitters and being able to put batters away, strike them out. That's the big thing for us pitchers, is trying to get guys out.
Now, you're striking out guys decently well to start the season so far. You're striking out over 20 batters per 9 innings over your first few starts here. What has been working for you so far?
I've been able to command all my pitches. That was something that, it's tough, and it's not always going to be that way, but it's been something that I've been able to rely on these first 2 outings. And so being able to build off that, and, my off speed has been great in 2-strike counts, but even my fastball command has allowed me to pitch better and get ahead easier.
Now, maintaining over 20 strikeouts per 9 innings might be a bit of a lofty expectation. What are some of the goals that you have for yourself this year?
I just think consistency. That's the biggest thing. There's always going to be struggles and there's always going to be high points, but being able to have a good consistent base is always where you want to be as a pitcher, and not, get too high or get too low and get caught up in the struggles or the high points. And that's something that I want to be able to continue out throughout this whole season and each start.
Orioles pitching prospect Trace Bright, thanks so much for the time. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.